Hey there, my friend. Have you ever found yourself scrolling through social media, seeing your friend's new car or that stunning vacation someone else is on, and suddenly you feel the twinge in your gut? That little green monster called envy starts creeping in, doesn't it? You might think, why do they get to have all the fun while I'm stuck here? Well, today we're diving into the truth about envy, how it can sneak into our lives and wreak havoc, and more importantly, how to recognize it and take back control. Let's start with a story. A few years back, I had a friend named Sarah. She was smart, talented, and honestly, one of the most hardworking people I knew. But here's the thing. Sarah had a habit of comparing herself to others. She'd see her colleague getting a promotion and immediately spiral into a negative thought cycle. I work harder than them, she said. Why didn't I get that? It wasn't too long before this envy transformed into resentment. Not just toward her colleague, but also toward her job, her achievements, and even her friends who celebrated their successes. Instead of lifting her up, envy dragged her down. Now, let's pause for a moment. How many of us have been in Sarah's shoes? It's so easy to look at someone else's success and let envy take root. But what does that actually do to us? Envy is like a poison that seeps into our minds, affecting our thoughts, feelings, and actions. It distorts our reality, making us believe we're not enough, that we'll never measure up. And you know what? It leads to this never-ending cycle of negativity. We become trapped in a mindset where we can't appreciate our own successes because we're too busy worrying about what others have. But here's where it gets interesting. Envy doesn't just stop at personal unhappiness. It can affect our relationships too. Think about it. When we're envious, we might start distancing ourselves from the people we envy. We might stop celebrating their victories or even become snarky in our comments, all because of that green-eyed monster. This not only strains friendships, but can lead to isolation. We end up alone in our misery, which is the exact opposite of what we need when we're feeling down. So, what can we do about it? Here's a little nugget of wisdom. Awareness is the first step. Recognizing when envy creeps in is key. The next time you feel that familiar pang of envy, ask yourself, what is it about their success that bothers me? Is it because you secretly want what they have? Or is it that you don't feel fulfilled in your own life? Let me share an example. Imagine you see a friend post about their amazing promotion at work. Instead of diving straight into envy, take a moment to reflect. Maybe this promotion aligns with a career path you've always wanted. Instead of letting jealousy fester, why not reach out to them? Ask about their journey, what they did to earn that promotion. You might find inspiration in their story rather than resentment. This shift in perspective can be incredibly powerful. Here's another practical tip. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is like sunlight for the soul. When we focus on what we're thankful for, we create a positive space where envy has no place to grow. Every morning, jot down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be small or large. Maybe it's a cozy cup of coffee, a supportive friend, or a recent accomplishment. Shifting your focus helps to cultivate a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. But let's be real here. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, envy still manages to sneak in. And that's okay. The key is to acknowledge it. Recognize that it's a natural human emotion. We all feel envy at times. It's a part of our shared experience. The difference lies in how we choose to respond. Instead of letting it consume us, we can choose to use it as a catalyst for self-improvement. For instance, let's say you are envious of someone's fitness journey. Instead of wallowing in that envy, why not use it as motivation? Maybe you have always wanted to start exercising, but haven't taken the plunge yet. Let that feeling propel you into action. Join the gym, take a class, or go for a walk. Channeling that energy into something positive can help transform envy into empowerment. Now, let's talk about comparison. It's hard not to compare ourselves to others, especially in today's hyper-connected world. But here's the kicker. Comparison is the thief of joy. Instead of measuring our worth against someone else's highlight reel, focus on our own journey. What are your goals? What makes you happy? Celebrate your unique path and the progress you've made, no matter how small. Remember, everyone has their own struggles, even if they're not visible on the surface. And here's a little secret. We're all in this together. Instead of viewing others as competition, consider them as allies. When someone else succeeds, it doesn't diminish our achievements. In fact, it can inspire us to reach for our dreams. So next time you feel that pang of envy, try sending a congratulatory message instead. Celebrate their success. You'll be surprised how this can foster a supportive community where everyone thrives. Let's dig deeper into the emotional side of envy. Why does it hurt so much? Well, envy often stems from feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. It's like looking into a funhouse mirror that reflects our insecurities back at us, magnified. When we feel that sting of envy, it's essential to remember that it's more about us than it's about the other person. Think about it like this. Have you ever noticed that when you're feeling great about yourself, you're less likely to feel envy? Confidence acts as a shield. So how can we build that confidence? One way is by celebrating our own achievements, no matter how small they seem. Set personal goals, track your progress, and recognize your growth. When you feel accomplished, envy has a harder time taking root. Speaking of confidence, let's touch on the importance of self-compassion. We can be our harshest critics. But if we treated ourselves with the same kindness we show a friend, when envy arises, instead of berating ourselves for feeling that way, let's acknowledge it and move forward. It's okay to feel this way. I'm human. Self-compassion helps us navigate our emotions without judgment, allowing us to grow rather than spiral into negativity. Now, let's bring it all back to action. What can we do today to combat envy? How about starting a conversation? Talk to a friend about what you're feeling. You'll be surprised how often others can relate. Sharing your thoughts can create a supportive environment where you can learn from each other's experiences. Another practical step is to limit our exposure to triggers. If you find that certain social media accounts make you feel envious, it's okay to mute or unfollow them for a while. Curate your online experience to promote positivity and inspiration, rather than comparison and envy. Surrounding ourselves with uplifting content can do wonders for our mindset. And let's not forget the power of community. Surround yourself with people who lift you up and inspire you. Engage in conversations that focus on growth, resilience, and positivity. When we share our journeys and support each other, we can create a ripple effect that diminishes envy and fosters a sense of belonging. You can certainly leave a comment and we can discuss about it. Envy doesn't have to destroy us. It's a natural human emotion, but we have the power to choose how we respond to it. By recognizing it, practicing gratitude, celebrating our achievements, and surrounding ourselves with positive influences, we can transform envy from a poison into a catalyst for growth. My friend, I hope this conversation helps you turn envy into empowerment, fostering a more positive and fulfilling life. Remember, your journey is uniquely yours, and the only person you need to compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. You've got this. Here's another video that may help you. See you around at IntelliWorks.